Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another live stream of the weekly free instant tournament in BBO. And let's share the screen and move to BBO. The weekly free instant tournament, as many of you are probably tired of hearing me say, is updated every Friday. There are 8 deals of match point scoring. And so let's see some interesting decisions going on here. And once again, I'm playing with my kids' account, but that's not a problem. Let's move on. We have a 13 high card point and a 1 diamond opening bid. That escalated quickly. It looked like opening in 3rd position. It looked like a part score battle, but we haven't anything to do other than pass here. And well, dummies roughly as expected, very distributional. Partner has 4 hearts at least, remember this. So the card is short in hearts, at most 2. And it's hard to see how we can get 4 tricks unless partner has some 2 aces, something like that. Maybe 3 clubs and 1 stopper. We'll see. Looks like we have a heart trick, and that declarer has the ace of clubs. That's my impression so far. So maybe partner has a single to king of spades. No. So the guy has 6 spades, which is a lot of spades. 2, 2, 3. This rough of the diamond king. It looks like, wow, what is this hand? He has 2 hearts, 0 clubs. He's 6, 5, 2, 0. To recap, he has 5 diamonds. Why did he rough the king of diamonds then? We've seen 6 spades and 0 clubs. And partner should have at least 4 hearts. So that is very peculiar indeed, that he would rough the king of diamonds. Maybe he was trying to see if North would cover, but he still has that's confirmed. His hand is still 6, 5, 2, 0. And hopefully we'll win the ace of diamonds and maybe ace king of hearts. 4 10 tricks. No need for us to play a heart now. Declare will lose 1 or 2 hearts, so we don't know if he has a king of hearts, the ace of hearts. He doesn't, and so he lost 2 tricks at the end. Unfortunate that we couldn't find our huge club fit. Very unfortunate. Let's look at the deal. 5 clubs, even with distributional storms, it's clearly a good sacrifice, and maybe probably it does make. We make 3 diamond tricks, apparent, or at least 2. 6 clubs, 8. 2 hearts, 10, and 1 rough 11. So yes, 5 clubs is laid down. We got a reasonable score, but it's unfortunate that partner wasn't able to show his length in clubs. Anyway, next deal. We have a 20 high card point hand here. The lack of aces meant that any other opening than 1 spade didn't cross my mind. And indeed, we have at least 2 top losers. Jack of clubs is a possibility of a non-loser, but we very likely will lose more than 1 spade. So what we want to do here is draw trumps as quickly as possible and hopefully escape a hard defense that would force us to rough and maybe get shorter in trumps than the opponents. Since I want to lead spades from dummy, sometimes there's a spade singleton ace here. Let's win in dummy. Play the queen. The idea of the queen here is that that is a possible holding with which we would play the ace, right? The singleton queen. Singleton jack and singleton king. Singleton king is very strange to play the ace. Singleton jack would lead king queen out. So from East's viewpoint, you would expect West to lead the king of diamonds if he had a king queen, but not the king of diamonds if he had king jack. So the general principle here is that when you want to conceal a sequence of honors in your hand, you play the middle one, because that leaves more possibilities for West to be leading from length and honor strength. So let's play our trump now. We still have an entry in dummy for the club finesse at the end. And we escaped the heart attack. So now I can draw as many trumps as possible. Everybody followed suit, so that is okay. Now let's see if he can rough this diamond. That would be helpful. It didn't. So now we have to lead a trump so as to use the 10 of diamonds as an entry for the club finesse. And we'll consider the available information, especially about hearts, when we decide whether or not we will finesse at the end. So now we'll cash the ace of clubs, king, queen of hearts on our right, 2 diamonds, 4 spades. Hearts should be 4-4, something like that. Now we go to dummy and lead a club. Everybody discarded heart, so usually the robot doesn't bear honors here as a good player should, but he's not yet good. What I mean is that West would have to, for the finesse to be wrong, for it to be the wrong play, not only West has to have the queen, but he has to have only the queen and a high heart to cash. If I finesse and I lose to the queen and he has another club, I still make my king of clubs. So let's recap the information. East started with 4 spades, king, queen of hearts, 2 diamonds only. If I assume that hearts are 4-4, then he started with 3 clubs and he's out of clubs. He discarded a club in the diamond. When I cashed the 3rd diamond, he discarded a club. And so if that is his hand, 4 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, he's out of clubs, then making the finesse is nonsense. But if he has queen 4th of clubs, then he would have 3 hearts only to the king queen. That will leave West. Is that an opening bid? Let's consider. No, he has only king, queen of hearts and the queen of clubs. And for West, that hand in which the finesse is worthwhile would be 3 clubs, 3 small clubs, 5 hearts to the ace or ace jack, 5 hearts to the ace jack, 2 spades to the ace, and 3 little diamonds. Also possible. They both discarded clubs, and I don't think West would bear the king of clubs. So I will go with the finesse. But against a good opposition, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, 5 hearts to the ace, 3 diamonds, 2 spades, and 3 clubs. Okay, that was a 90% deal just by taking our chances and handling the answers well. Okay, 12 high card point, and that is not a very appetizing opening bid because we're opening in a non-suit. But I think most people will open, and I don't like to take anti-field positions here. We have a clear raise. I don't want to accept any invitation, even though he's bidding our honor concentration. So I will reject that. The robot is a very bad evaluator. I found that. Now, since I don't believe having bid spades, he has enough stoppers in the minors, we have to take out to 4 hearts. Yeah. Not enough stoppers in diamonds in our suit. So let's see if the king will stand or not. Good for us. And we would like to draw trumps as quickly as possible. Okay. Let's see if now having taken out the ace of trumps, we should finesse spades because we have to finesse some few times. If it's offside, yeah, we don't want to finesse it at the end. Queen of clubs, that's an interesting switch. Can it be a doubleton? Surely it can. So now we have a problem here, because if that's a doubleton and trumps are 4-1, we may be in trouble. And that ace of hearts from east, this hopping up with the ace, leaves me worried. Maybe I should have ducked this queen of clubs. But still, if that is a doubleton, maybe he has 3 spades. If he has 2 clubs and 2 spades only, and 4 hearts, he'd have 5 diamonds. Quite possible. Read the 8 of hearts. But the safest route is clearly to cash one trump. If trumps are 3-2, then we can lead a club, establish our club, and not worry about anything else. So let's see. Yeah, trumps 4-1 as expected. Now we have to try to get to our hand twice. Once to ruff the last diamond and the other to draw trumps. It's safer than playing a club. Now this has to survive. Spade to the jack. Yes. Very good. So now we can draw trumps. That is an interesting one. Well, he had queen third of clubs, so didn't make a lot of differences. But even so, 100%. People are going down a lot. Down 1 or down 2. Let's see if we can understand what was the mistake. The queen makes no difference. He's following exactly the same way. Now, well, he didn't finesse in spades. Now a trump will wreck him. He had to finesse in spades before cashing that king of hearts. He needed 2 roughs, and he didn't realize it. Well, let's move on. A 15 high card point hand, uncomfortable shape. I'm a big believer in starting with your long suits, but that's the expected reply and leaves us in a bit of a quandary here. We are not good enough for a reverse into 2 diamonds. 2 clubs is really horrid. So I'll take the underbid in match points. And himself would probably do something else. But 1 of trump is an underbid here. And it's misleading as to shape. But at least we are stopping in a high scoring contract. So he has 9 and 15, 24. We have 5 club tricks, 2 aces, 7. We can develop another diamond to 8. If this is Jack 10, 9, 4th, I can win in my hand and like he just lost his stopper, which is very lucky if that is the case. Yes, it was amazing. So let's use that 7 of clubs. Let's do it. So his avoiding clubs here means that he's long in everything else, probably in spades, and he's discarding 2 spades, so we know he's long in spades. But he almost certainly doesn't have a doubleton diamond. So maybe our best shot at more diamond tricks here is to capture something like a 2 intermediate diamonds here, 8, 9, 8, 10, 9, 8, something like that, and start with the queen. Queen, king, ace. Oh, some intermediate card, then jack and low will establish our 6. So let's do that. It's an interesting sequence. Yeah, I am blocked just because it's good practice, and let's continue finessing our clubs. We can cash our club here. Let's see if somebody will discard a diamond. Finessing diamonds here is silly because East should never play the 8 from 10, 8, 4th. It's completely silly. But I can try to induce a diamond continuation from West, maybe with a low spade. There's no rush for me to play diamonds or hearts. That happens sometimes. Especially because he didn't expect me to have 5-4 and reveal one of Trump. Okay, so now we will win one more trip only. That's still 150. It's a good score. 93%. Have some colleagues there. And now we have a 16 high card point hand. I know that people opening off shape no trumps is ever more popular. But as you probably know, by if you watch these broadcasts, I think that's overdone. And I don't do that a lot. And by the way, this is board 5, which means we are halfway through. Let me put in a word from our sponsors. If I can find them, I will find them. That's our website, bridgeexperts.com. And if you want to take a look at how to improve your bridge, it's a testimonial from the late Eric Kokish, good friend of Brazilian bridge players. And take a look here, bridgeexperts.com. Read it at your leisure. There are many options for bridge services, including a full course or analysis of your games, of your with or without your partner. If you have a steady partner, which is good for your bridge, you should do it alongside with him or her. So take a look there at thebridgeexperts.com. And let's continue with the tournament. We are 16 high card points. I don't like off shape no trumps. Let's just rebid 3 clubs here. 17 to 20 total. The nice club suit, I think, and the quick tricks also. If we instead of ace king of diamonds, we had king queen jack of diamonds of something, that would be a slower trick. So the fact that our tricks are ready made mean that basically what we need from partner is an ace and a club fit for 3 no trumps. So 3 clubs should induce him to beat 3 no trumps with that kind of hand. He has a stopper, not an ace, but the king. So the only way in which we can lose 3 no trumps is if we lose 5 tricks, so 4 hearts and a spade. Maybe the king of spades is going to make this trick. We don't know. He has to switch 2 hearts. He did, but he's now maybe has the ace king of hearts. Maybe, yes. So 10 tricks for us. Claim. I don't know if that was a good one because people who beat no trump from our hand maybe will score more tricks after another lead. We'll see. No, 82. 82 is good enough. I wish I could have 82 always. See, but that's what I meant. A one-on-trope opening bid would garner more tricks here if the defense doesn't cash out. That's what happened. Okay, a heart. It's a huge hand. But we are not vulnerable. And so I might consider doubling here with a human partner, but I hate doing that with the robot because it can take us to 7 clubs or something like that. Some silliness like that. The risk of bidding 4 spades, which is probably where we'll end up anyway, is missing a slam, but that's a very, very small risk. The risk of bidding 1 spade is stopping there, which is also a very small risk. I'll just bid 4 spades. Let's simplify this option. Okay, so now we got a very bad dummy. We didn't want to be in 4 spades opposite this collection, but we have to try to escape the heart ruff. So that means it's imperative that we play the jack and the 10 of hearts in the first tricks because the 9 of hearts denies these cards. So those are the cards that East knows are with us. Right now, he may consider that partner has 9, 7, 6 and decided to lead. But no, wasn't the case. So now at this point, all we have to do is basically to lose this down 2, lose a trump and a diamond. It's very easy defense. I don't expect them to play a club. So let's just claim and save our time. That was a bad one. Although I expect to have some company. Fewer than I expected. Let's look at the biddings. Doubled into spades. 3 no trumps by North is a good one. Probably after double 1 no trump, 3 no trumps. Oh no, 1 spade, then 3 spades. Yeah, maybe it was a little judged. But I was afraid, and by the way, this is very, very much what might have happened against wily opposition. 1 spade could be passed out. Mr. East here could have decided to pass it out. It's not, some people think it's mandatory to reopen with a double, but it's not quite. Anyway, 20 high card points. That is a kind of off-shape no trump that I can withstand because we have honors in the short suits. But I think opening 2 no trumps here would be a bit of an understatement. Our hand is really good. But I want to bid no trump. I want to grab the no trump. So let's do this. Let's understate it. We don't want to play in hearts with only 2. Now we need the king of diamonds on side to be a nice contract. I don't think it is. He doesn't like to lead the jack from king jack 10. But we can always count on our dear opposition. This. Should we risk a heart to the ace? I don't think we should. East has a heart of the king. East has already shown the king of diamonds and the ace of spades. So I don't think we should. Let's just claim. There's no need to claim, of course, but let's just cash our tricks. We'll lead a heart to the king at the end, but I don't think it will be successful. Well, it was. Luckily, he still has a spade. No. Nine tricks. 64. Good, but not amazing board. And the final deal, 19 high card points. Less an easy one for evaluation. I think it's not enough for 2 no trumps. This is one diamond and jumping no trumps. Since he did 3 no, 1 no trump, that's the jumping no trump is to 3. And so here we go. Not really comfortable after the hard lead. Maybe we should think of cashing ace king of diamonds before finessing in clubs. That would result in down more, right? If they could cash the queen of diamonds. I think we shouldn't do that. We can cash 1 diamond sometimes. The queen of diamonds is a singleton. Now, our best shot is clubs 2-2 with a king on side. Was not to be. Still our best shot. An extra trick is clubs 2-2. That would require no finesse at all. There's no reason to pick one double tone queen over the other. So what we could do now is cash our side tricks to see if there's still a slight chance of a squeeze. But there wasn't to be a singleton king of clubs offside. Means a 40%, 14% deal. That's amusing how we got to 14%. So we dropped to second. We were having a not very nice tournament. Filled the board 6 and 8. And why it's 14%? Why exactly are people scoring more tricks on this deal? Curious about it. Let's take a look. Come on. Can we take a look, man? Will you allow us to take a look? Results. I think the best thing that we have to do. Oh, this is the fact that we are in my kid's account. Maybe will hamper this. Okay, we got here. Let's see how people went down to same bidding. Oh, they kept a spade. So that it's, if you cash a spade early, we could have done that before the club finesse. Cash the ace of spades, the diamonds and the ace of spades. We didn't do that. Yeah, that's on us. If we did that, you might make the contract. Yes, that's the right. Singleton queens are so rare that sometimes we just overlook that possibility. That we should make the contract after cashing the ace of spades, finding the singleton queen. To our right would mean that the diamond finesse would be a huge favorite. And so we should then come to our hand with a 10 of spades. Let's see how the play should have gone. Heart, ace, ace of spades, ace of diamonds. We can start with the ace of diamonds, but then the ace of spades, queen appears, spade to north, and jack of diamonds finesse, and another diamond. So now we have 4 spades, 4 diamonds, and 2 aces. That's 10 tricks. And we probably make 11 because we probably capture the king of clubs side. So that was a deserved bad score. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.